So Bryn, you and I are together for the first time since we were in Nicaragua last, and it's a little bit of a different setting, all right?
We're still in the mountains.
Yeah, we're still in the mountains. It's also a little bit different temperature than it was last time.
A little bit colder. Nicaragua doesn't have snow, so it's a little bit.
But you've joined me here, and today, you and I are hiking on a trail. We're on this path. It has a destination. You could call it a journey. And you and I have been talking about the journey that you and your wife and PCA and Love Pala have been on. And it's really the journey to 28. And so just talk a little bit about what is the journey to 28? What does that mean to you?
Gotcha. Yeah. So journey to 28, when we're talking about walking down this, this path, this journey of where we're going, Deborah and I have been on this journey for about 8 years. Bruce, you and Amy have been with us as well these 8 years.
It's unbelievable that it's been that long.
And we're really looking at, when I think of the journey to 28, 2028 is going to be our first graduating class.
Yeah.
And the journey to 28.
Which is only 5 years away.
It's only 5 years away, exactly.
Yeah.
But when we're looking at this, that journey to 28 is really the culmination. It is almost a destination. It's not definitely the ultimate destination, but it is one of the primary destinations we've been working towards, because that is the completion of this school, and that's when we're actually going to graduate. We're going to send off these children that we've been working with since they were 3, 4, 5 years old. And so it's really exciting thinking about that, but it's also a little intimidating thinking of what it's going to take to get there.
Yeah, when we were in Nicaragua, you and I were talking about it, and we were talking about how we have some challenges. We have to build an entire secondary school. Like our primary school is essentially finished. The next step is a whole secondary school. And then we have to do the whole staff and administrators and teachers, and it does feel like a big hill to climb, right?
Well, because it's a lot different than anything we've done before. When we opened the preschool and continued on growing into the primary school, we really were able to incrementally grow once per year.
Yeah.
We were able to add a classroom, we were able to add teachers, little by little as we grew. Well, doing a high school is a completely different world, because we can't incrementally grow in the sense that we have to establish the administration, the teachers, and all the things that it takes to do that. And also, it's even a little bit different than the way we educate in primary school, right? Because we can't just build one classroom and have one teacher. We have to have multiple classrooms and specialized teachers teaching subjects. So it's a much bigger, investment in the beginning to start a high school and to really begin that journey to have a successful high school.
Well, what was amazing is when we were down there, we were blown away by, there's children that we've known since they were 3, 4, 5. They're now like in 6th grade. And to think that those are the kids that we're going to be watching walk across the stage for the first time in 28. I mean, it is a long journey, but it is an amazing destination at the end to just see this thing built. But we did talk about, okay, we've got the construction challenge, which is going to be about $500,000 to finish out the entire master plan of our campus. That's a large commitment of money. But then we also talked about this challenge that you were just, hinting at, that we've been able to kind of draw this graph that has a really nice slope to it for building out the entire primary school. And we know that every year we're going to add a class, we're going to add a teacher, add a little bit of administrative, and it's really nice, clean. But now that we're talking about this secondary school, because there's government regulations and we have to do it right, and we got to get teachers for different subjects, and we got to get classrooms where the kids move now to different classrooms and not just one classroom. It's really a hockey stick effect to get to that secondary school.
Absolutely, it's gonna take a jump, right? We can't grow it in the same way that we've always grown it in the past, and that's why with this project, with Journey to 28, we're really looking to invite partners, right, to expand that scope and to grow those who are invested in this project, so that we can literally bring in the funds We're talking, overall, we're looking at nearly $1 million
Right, yeah.
to do this over the next 5 years.
But let's break that $1 million down, because it's not like $1 million, right? It's really $500,000 in kind of one-time giving over the next 2 years, which large chunks, because we got to build an entire campus.
Exactly.
Right?
We have to infuse that construction all at the beginning.
And then the other, portion of that, it's really more of a long-term pledge that's different than sponsoring a kid. When you say that you're going to sponsor a kid, which you've talked a lot about, kind of break that difference down. How is just sponsoring a child monthly, which is extremely important, we still need people to sponsor children monthly. How is that different than the 5-year pledge on the Journey to 28?
So like I said, the 5-year pledge is really giving us the ability, giving us the finances that we need to establish that school. Like I said, all the administration, everything like that. We typically need about 20 new students sponsored every year to continue the incremental operational growth and funding the school. But that's not going to make it for this one. We really need that 5 years of committing to all of those costs it's going to take to really establish the staff and the processes and all the things around that high school.
Which breaks out to about $40,000 roughly a month over the next 5 years. But we're not asking one person to make that $40,000 pledge, right? Yeah. It's going to take a large group of it's going to take a large group of people, right? So if I've got $10 extra a month, or if I've got $20 extra or $40 extra a month, by committing that to the 5-year pledge to the Journey to 28, that's how we're going to get to $40,000 a month, right? It's through a lot of people being involved.
Yeah, and definitely, and we have a lot of wonderful partners who have partnered with us and work with us today to have, what the school is today is because of those partners. Yeah. And we're really not asking those same people to commit to this and to make it all happen, right? What we're really asking is for that network, for our people who are already committed, who are already partnering with us, to really expand out, to invite others into this journey with us, this journey to 28 that we're on, and really expand and give other people the opportunity to be a part of this amazing impact that we're making in this community.
So we're making a video right now, and we've got who knows watching, and I can only imagine what their mind is about the school. But you and I've been there. We've been there multiple times, and we're both going to be there for the 28. We're going to be there for the graduation,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So let's imagine that you haven't seen the school and you haven't been there, but you're thinking of a great time to save up for a big trip. Join the Journey of 28, right?
Oh, absolutely. Not only, come on and partner with us over the next 5 years, but in 5 years from now, when we do that in December of 2028, and we go down there for that big first graduation, absolutely.
Wouldn't that be
us.
incredible to have just a large group of people go down there and celebrate with those kids?
Absolutely. These kids, these families, this community, they understand and they know that people that have never even met them are investing in their future and their lives. And I'm telling you, not only would having a large group like that go down impact the individuals themselves, but it would impact this community to see and actually physically get to interact with some of these wonderful partners and these wonderful people who sacrifice and have given to make this possible. It would be a major impact to the community.
So let me ask you a personal question. What's it going to be like for you and for your wife and your kids to be there at graduation 28, to see that first graduating class? What's that going to be like?
Wow, it's hard to even think. I go down to the school about once a year, once or twice a year, just to check on it, lead teams down there. It's really hard, Bruce, to really think about and consider what that's really going to mean. It's gonna be overwhelming. It really is. It's amazing every time I get to go down there and see these children. Yeah. They're so loving, they're so wonderful that we are impacting them. But to then see them start their life, really start their journey into their future, and knowing that, you know, I got to be a small part of their lives, it's just going to be overwhelming.
Well, I know it has been incredible to be a part of this journey with you and with your family, and you know, to go down there and to see what's happening. And I really can't wait to just to see what's December 28th is going to look like, and to watch those kids. And I just wanted to say thanks for coming out here and spending some time with me. And this has been a beautiful hike, and you know, I'm always grateful when I get to spend some time with you.
Well, like I said, Bruce, you know, I just really appreciate you, and I mean, you're a great representative of those who have partnered with us and who are a part of this. You know, we can't do it on our own. We never can, but together, you know, we can make an impact that goes way beyond. I mean, it's a legacy. It's way beyond anything that we can do on our own. And so I just appreciate you guys, and thanks for having me and doing this. And I appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Love you, man.